Victory Monday hitting just a little bit harder today, especially for Cooper Rush. The Dallas Cowboys moving to 3-1 after a dominating 25-10 victory over the Washington Commanders at home. And the perfect start continues for Cooper Rush. Hello, everybody. I'm Haley Sutton, and this is Cowboys Flashback. On Sunday, Rush became the first quarterback in franchise history to win his first 4 career starts after his 2 touchdown passes in the win. He's now thrown for 6 scores in those 4 starts, which ties another Cowboys record. So who would have thought the backup would be backing his game up like this every week? Jerry Jones, after the game, couldn't say enough about his play caller's performance over the last 3 weeks.
Well, I think he knows he's got a lot of confidence in the offense, that he knows where the cars are on the freeway. And he's got, to his credit, he in the passing game, he can get the ball there. He gets a good ball to the receivers. They've got confidence in him. He is sitting there with some good, really outstanding protection against a good rush in Washington. So I just can't say enough about how his play has what it possibly has done for this team this season, and to give us a chance to sit here after these last 3 ball games and maybe have the opportunity we've got for the rest of the year. It's amazing, and it's far more than I could have ever expected.
You're 4-0 as a starter. You're the first Cowboys quarterback to do that. First quarterback to win his first 4 starts since 2018, 2019, something like that. What's this ride like?
It's been fun. Try and enjoy it. The NFL doesn't let you enjoy it much. You got to go in, week out and play. But, the 4-0 is just, you guys saw it today, the defense and, all the breaks we catch. And, it's just kind of lucky. QB win stats they are what they are. It's a team game, and, it's nice having those the defense have our back like that, and some special team plays, and Brett's making kicks, and we're doing just enough on offense.
You said lucky. You have to lucky. Do you feel you were lucky? A couple of those interceptions, were called back because of penalties. You feel
one was holding right away. The one to TP, we knew that. Had to get rid of that one too because we were in the end zone, and we liked the matchup. It was a good call by Kel. We had it, and then the other one, they caught us on 3rd down. Bad decision by me, but it was lucky.
You say lucky, but when you step back and you look at what you did today, what do you think you did the best job of personally?
I think downfield accuracy, I think we were good. We were able to get Noah down the middle, hit CD on intermediate routes a couple times, and we were able to just get chunk plays out of the play action game and passing game to get us kind of going, get us into field goal range a few times. Did a good job of not getting out of field goal range, no holding penalties, no negative plays. That's huge. You got to get points. So we have a lot to improve on. Myself, definitely. Missed a lot of throws, but we won.
Ed Werder from ESPN. Given all the success that you've had and this experience of starting multiple games for the first time in your career and winning them all, how hard will it be to go back to being the backup quarterback and not playing every week?
Oh yeah, you just enjoy playing ball. Like you said, you don't get to start every week, as a backup, and so while you're in there, you just want to do your job. You really enjoy it. It's fun being with those guys. We have a heck of a team, great locker room. So, you cherish it all, and, when your number's called, you just keep playing.
All right. Dave?
How much do you feel early in the season you're kind of helping, everybody's coming together to kind of define who this team is and what its identity is, and to do that with some key guys being out? Does that say even more about this group overall? Yeah,
it's a close group, great locker room, like I said. On offense, we know what we have over there on defense. We've seen it, and now everyone's seen it. So kind of just having that feeling of just do your job, execute ball plays, just keep getting points on the board every drive, whether field goal or touchdown. Just keep making plays that, we're going to be all right because that defense is playing really well.
Back to Millie.
Cooper, this is your last start. What has this opportunity meant for you personally?
It's been huge. It's why you play the game. Since you're a little kid, you want to start in the NFL. And so being able to do that for the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday afternoons, it's pretty awesome. So just, we're back to work this week, and, we have a really good opponent in L.A. So, you can cherish it for a second, but it's the NFL. It's right back at it.
15 of 27 for 223 yards and 2 touchdowns for Rush in the win, earning a 107.5 passer rating, the first of his career. He's now the 5th quarterback in NFL history to record at least a 90 in each of his 4 starts. And while we don't know if this was his final start as the Cowboys quarterback, we do know this. We can confidently say, in Cooper Rush, we trust. All right, when we come back, the return of MG13 was better than anticipated. Why it was worth the wait for the Cowboys wide receiver. That's coming up next on Flashback.
Dallas Cowboys Flashback, presented by Reliant, is brought to you by AT&T, the official 5G innovation partner of the Dallas Cowboys, and by Reliant, an NRG company. This segment is brought to you by AT&T, the official 5G innovation partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
As the starting lineup played on Cowboys Vision over the field, no one received a better ovation than wide receiver Michael Gallup. As his name flashed across the screen, the crowd went crazy, and MG13 very much due for a big game. 2 catches for 24 yards and a touchdown, and drew some crucial penalties along the way. And trust me when I say, more than just the fans were excited for his return.
I felt great and got my feet wet. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
The feeling you had on the first play when you were on the field, butterflies, what was going through your mind and your head now?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, if you ain't got butterflies, something wrong with you, to be honest. You can't just go out there and not have butterflies, coming off an injury or not. So, my stomach was definitely turning. The first play goes out, I'm good.
Can you speak to how hard this journey has been to get back? I mean, it's a grind to come back from an injury like that.
Yeah, for sure. Last year I really didn't even have a season like that. But, going through what I went through, it's tough for sure because you see everybody making plays and everything like that, and you can't really do anything yet, but it's coming. So, just got to be positive the whole time.
What were the nerves coming out today? I know last week you just didn't quite feel right. What were the nerves for you getting going today, and then when you did, how good did that feel?
I think it's really on me. I know my knee's fine. I know I'm good. I just got to be able to, think that way once I actually step out on the field. So
there were some big plays where you drew some penalties. I know you don't get statistical credit in terms of receiving yards, but some satisfaction with being able to convert, at least move the ball through the penalties.
Oh yeah, I tell them all the time, we can go all the way down the field just throwing a goal ball if you really want to. You're either going to hold me or I'm going to catch it, regardless where you're going to get the penalty. So, I enjoy it, you know what I'm saying? Putting ourselves in a better field position, lets everybody else score, do what they're supposed to do.
Just going back to that touchdown, just the emotion, that moment right in your comeback.
It finally happened, I've been saying it for 8 months now, when I come back, that's what you're trying to do, get in the end zone. So it finally happened for me, so now it's just keep stacking.
When your name came up on that board in the starting lineup, this place is absolutely crazy. And anytime you were targeted, this place loved it. How does it feel to have a fan base that loves you the way that it does?
That's definitely something that, everybody wants when you come into a team or whatever you're doing. You just want to be loved out there, make sure you, give that back. So, for me, going out there, doing what I was supposed to do, giving back, I appreciate all our fans.
A special moment for sure to see Gallup back out there. And how about a round of applause for the wide receiver room as a whole, namely CeeDee Lamb. He looked every bit of wide receiver 1 yesterday. He led the Cowboys with 6 catches for 97 yards and his 2nd touchdown of the season. He's now scored in back-to-back games for the first time since last October. So safe to say it was a good start to spooky season for him.
3 catches in a row on those plays, back-to-back. Are you saying keep coming to me, or is it just the defense dictating what happened?
I'm ready for whatever. So if it happens 3 times, if it happens 4 times, I'm always available. And we can keep that rolling.
You mentioned MJ, to see him come back and then not really just play, but to have a touchdown.
Right.
What do you say about that guy? How much he means to you?
I said it earlier in the week. If you don't account for him, he will. He's gonna have a day. And obviously he ain't get 100 yards, but he did get a touchdown. So, I'm happy for my mans. Can't wait to go celebrate.
What are the emotions when you see
It was all real. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't it caught me by surprise because honestly when I saw the ball thrown, I thought it was for me and it was out of my reach. And I was like, you know what, dang. And then I turned and I saw 13. I was like, oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? So huge moment for us. I know he's happy right now, and I'm glad we got to, share that moment.
You mentioned he didn't get 100 yards, but
right.
He might have racked up close to 100 yards.
And penalties, facts. So technically, he's still 100 yards and a touchdown waiting. I told you. But no, he's a very impactful player, and everything he does, is under a microscope. And shout out to my man, he's right there.
And we are paying attention to Noah Brown. We were told after the game he suffered a muscle strain in his neck and will be evaluated and monitored throughout the week. So we wish him well there. He had 3 catches for 61 yards. Are you tired of talking about the Dallas defense yet? Another game, another relentless afternoon for the opposing quarterback. When we come back, we're hearing from one rookie who made a big impact in his first big game.
This segment was brought to you by AT&T, the official 5G innovation partner of the Dallas Cowboys. This segment is brought to you by Ashley, the official furniture store of the Dallas Cowboys.
I think you're just seeing what we see every day from Deron. I mean, just what a fine young player, and you could see it in training camp. I mean, he's picked up the system seamlessly. Beyond his years, maturity-wise, he's done an excellent job on special teams, and and it was great to see him step up today with this opportunity. So I was very proud of him today.
Talk about a way to kick off your rookie career. Deron Bland learning before the game he'd be stepping in for the injured Jordan Lewis, and he made the most of his minutes. That was highlighted by his first career pick in the 4th quarter. I spoke with him after the game about that special moment.
A big game for Deron Bland. Deron, obviously an exciting game for you. You found out right before that you were going in. Walk me through that moment and what it was like to find out that you were going in the game.
I mean, it's just when I heard that I was going in, really just thanking God, for the opportunity and trying to get my mind ready for it. I had my teammates there; they was all believing me. They believed in me that I was ready for it. So it was good.
And you finished with a good game as well. We just talked about 4 tackles, but that key was the interception. Can you just talk me through that play and what it felt like to get that ball from Carson Wentz?
I mean, I was just taking my drop, and then I looked up, seen the quarterback was about to throw the ball, and I seen it was coming my way. So I saw my eyes lit up, and just went for the ball. And then when I got up, I heard everybody roaring, and that's what got me even more excited. Got my teammates coming around me.
You are surrounded by such a talented secondary. Just what have you learned from these guys so far, and how are you able to apply it to situations like today?
Just be confident, especially with how I got it today. For the opportunity I had to be confident and having the confidence in each other. We have each other's backs. We talk to each other every day, so.
And it's not just the secondary that's doing well, just the defense as a whole has been firing on all cylinders. When you check into a game, a divisional game like this, is there pressure to perform well as a defense, knowing kind of what's been happening with this team?
Definitely there's pressure, especially like one guy goes down, you feel like you got to keep bringing that energy. So that was my goal, just always my goal every day, so just to bring the same energy that's the guy in front of me has.
You guys are 3-1 now. You move on to another road game against the Rams. Just the confidence that you have in this team right now.
Oh, our confidence is high. Once we believe that everybody does their job, we get the job done.
Perfect. Deron, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Another big-time performance by this Dallas defense as we take a look at some of the stats. 18 pressures by this defensive line. Carson Wentz sacked twice. He was held to just 1 touchdown and was picked off twice. The other came from Trayvon Diggs, who also had 3 pass deflections. 67 total tackles, including 6 tackles for loss for that side of the ball. So the Cowboys have only given up 4 touchdowns this season, and after holding Washington to just 10 points, they have yet to allow a team to score 20 in a game this season. That's the first time since 1973 since that's happened. So dominating is an understatement for this defense. Well, Brett Maher continues to shine on special teams. We're breaking down his performance next on Cowboys Flashback.
This segment was brought to you by Ashley, the official furniture store of the Dallas Cowboys.
Lucky number 4 for Brett Maher. He was clutch once again as the Cowboys kicker. A perfect 4 for 4 for him. The 4th time in his career he's done that, and he continues to show off with his range, with field goals made from 53, 43, 28, and 29. His 10 field goals through the 4 games this season are tied for 4th most in franchise history. The last guy to do that, Dan Bailey, back in 2011. So it's a complete game for the Cowboys, and yet again, a happy Mike McCarthy.
It's just the latest example of how this team has responded since Dak's injury, and either offense or defense at key parts of the game seem to make plays that kind of help shift the momentum.
Yeah, I think clearly the football team's keeping it in perspective. Clearly understanding this is a big division game. And it's just like every week. There's certain things you focus on as far as how you want to play in specific situations, and I think our players have just done a really good job of staying true to expectations of their particular role. What we're trying to do as far as running the ball. Our run defense. I thought the first half, they obviously had some run. They had run production, and the message at halftime was to pick up the run defense, and I thought our defense did a great job of that. So obviously we're keeping the point totals down. 10 points. Offense we were able to hit a couple big plays, and I think we had 3 or 4 penalties, first downs, from shot plays and so forth. But, I thought we did a nice job in the first half on 3rd down, but, not as well in the 2nd down. So, once again, you got the ebb and flow of the game, but the complementary focus and really confidence that they have in one another. It's, it's definitely building each week, and this is a very good home win for us.
Patrick Walker, DallasCowboys.com. Initial assessment of Michael Gallup first game back made an impact with his hands, but also the 2 downfield penalties for the Commanders.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Michael. I mean, you better be on your game, particularly vertically. But it was good to get him into the flow of the rest of the offense. So it's great to have him back, and I think it's obvious what he means to us, particularly with our offensive perimeter group.
Mike, tonight again, you fall behind for the only time. Cooper Rush leads a 75-yard touchdown drive. They score to narrow it to 5 in the 3rd quarter. He responds with another and he did that in New York too. Just his play tonight and what he's done responding to the moment.
Yeah, definitely. I think Cooper's presence and his the way he handles the in-game adjustments is really a real positive for us. I think clearly the way the game was called defensively. I thought they did a very good job challenging us with their run defense. They gave us a nickel corner blitz that we hadn't seen much of twice. That was they hit us on that. So in point I'm making is we got hit with some plays, and but I thought he managed the down and distances, didn't overreact to it, didn't try to force the football, and I thought he did a good job trying to stay on time. For even when it was the down and distances were lopsided at some points in that game. I mean, you think about the field position, we really didn't get it flipped there until the 4th quarter. We had to put some heat on the punter, and was able to get decent, because we have tremendous respect for him coming into the game. So field position, Cooper just staying the course, defense holding the 10, a lot of good things to build off of today.
We've got one more block to get through here on Cowboys Flashback. It's always a fashion show when these guys pull up on game day. We'll show you some of the best pregame fits right after this.
Dallas Cowboys Flashback, presented by Reliant, was brought to you by AT&T, the official 5G innovation partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Reliant, an NRG company, and by NFL Game Pass. You'll never miss a game again. Enjoy full and condensed game replays from Week 1 to the Super Bowl.
The Dallas Cowboys are now unbeaten in 8 straight divisional meetings. That's the longest streak in all of the NFL. They'll take a break from the NFC East, though, next week and head west. They've got a date with the defending Super Bowl champions. They will look to keep that unbeaten streak going against LA next week. And you know who else stays undefeated? The Dallas Cowboys style game. I'm talking sneakers, fits, cars, clothes. These guys know how to pull up to a game in style. Here's a quick look at how some of the players showed up to yesterday's game. You see Zeke with the classic fanny pack and sneakers. And QB1 looking sharp before the game. CeeDee Lamb in the all corduroy suit. A lot of good fits. We'll see how they step up next week. So week 4 officially in the books for the Dallas Cowboys. A 25-10 win over the Washington Commanders on Sunday. Have them sitting at 3-1. They will hit the road and head to LA next week. And we will see you next week on Cowboys Flashback.